I do have an umbrella, but it's cold and it's wet, so ugh. I try to go do the Three Dune challenge, which is in the state park. Honestly, this is probably dumb, and I'm probably gonna get really cold.
You like had another person there, actually.
Who would I have in the car?
I don't know.
I don't know if that was part of the challenge or not. That was a big hill. Yikes. That's a lot. And I think by the time I get down here close to the water, it's going to be even worse. So.
We're all about traveling whenever and however we can. So if that means tacking on an extra day to a work trip, let's just say we take advantage of that pretty often. In true Our Four Seasons style, Clint turned his work trip into a weekend getaway right along the southern shore of Lake Michigan, exploring Indiana Dunes National Park. As part of our RV lifestyle, we're always looking for national park stops that make great road trip destinations, even in the off-season. Most RVers visit here in the summer for beach days, but today he's seeing a quieter side on this cold, rainy winter day. He's got one full day starting at Indiana Dunes State Park to tackle the Three Dune Challenge, then heading over to West Beach and finishing at Mount Baldy, the tallest dune in the park. And after seeing it like this, we may just be back this summer in our travel trailer, maybe staying at Dunewood Campground or Indiana Dunes State Park Campground to experience peak camping along Lake Michigan. So was this rainy winter weekend worth extending the trip for? Let's find out.
I've been in Michigan for a couple of days, and I've got an opportunity to go to Lake Michigan, which is going to be just a couple hours away before I fly back. And I'm going to drive south, and I'm going to go to Indiana Dunes National Park, which is about 45 minutes from Chicago. So got a little bit of a drive. I got up early and got out the door. So looking forward to it. It's cold. Like, honestly, it's really too cold to be trying to do this, but I don't get a chance to be in Michigan late in the week so that I can kind of make a weekend out of it. And Jennifer's not with me. She had some stuff going on. She's actually going to be dog sitting today, our daughter's puppy. So she's not super happy that I'm not there, but looking forward to getting down there, seeing some trails, seeing the sand dunes. Well, I made it, but as you can tell, it's raining. So I talked to the ranger in there, and he told me a couple of things to do. So we're going to try to go do the Three Dune challenge, which is in the state park, and go from there. So that visitor center is pretty small, but you know, there's nice people in there. And so we're going to head over to the state park and see if we can do the Three Dune challenge that they have, even though it's raining. I do have an umbrella, but
turn right on
I don't know.
Road.
Okay, well, we made it to the nature center, which is where this trail starts, trail number 8. And so I got my umbrella. We're going to give it a shot. Honestly, this is probably dumb, and I'm probably going to get really cold. The temperature is not too bad, but it's just raining, which really equals no fun. But we're going to give it a shot anyway. I don't know if that was part of the challenge or not. That was a big hill. Nonetheless. Whew.
All right, here comes one of these dunes. I think it's about to get legit. Oh my Lord. That was intense, I'm not gonna lie. It really was. Whew. We're continuing on with the next one, I guess. Whew. So the temperature's about 34 degrees, and it's mid-January, so I think about normal. There's no snow on the ground, so for us Tennessee people, that's a better thing, right? But I'm about to go up this second dune, and quite honestly, I think it looks worse than the one that I just went up. Check it out. All right. Oh, okay. So I get to the top of this one, and there's Lake Michigan right there. Walk down there a little bit. Just look at how deep this sand is. A lot deeper than I thought. Yikes. That's a lot. Well, did that. Whew. It's a lot, but really need to. It's just neat that they do all this here at a state park. Again, I'm at Indiana Dunes State Park, which is inside the national park. So if you're coming, that's like a separate entrance fee. It's 20 bucks for out of state. I think like 12 for in-state, or 10 or something like that. So if you're coming through here, it's a great place to stop. So this leads you back out into the campground, which is pretty neat. I think it's closed for the season, but I see electric hookups. I don't know if there's any water hookups or not, I'll have to see. But nice sites, all concrete, paved picnic table. Some are more level than others. Yeah, So I just kind of made a big loop, started over there and went all the way around, and now I'm coming back to my car here at the nature center. So Three Dune challenge, Indiana Dunes State Park. I think it's worth doing. It would be better if it wasn't cold and raining, but you know, we can't always pick, can we? We're gonna go in here and check out the nature center. I mean, I figure we paid $20. We should probably go see it. Got my sticker that I completed the challenge. Yeah, it's really neat. All this sand is natural. So even though on some of those signs it says like so many, you know, trucks of sand, but none of that's been trucked in. It's all natural, wind-blown sand, I think is what she called. So really, really neat. Not something that I have seen before. So really cool. We're checking out Indiana Dunes State Park. The national park itself is broken up into a couple of areas, which is kind of neat. And then it's all along the seashore. It used to be a national seashore, and then in 2019 they made it a national park. But there's still, like, kind of in the middle of it, all these steel mills. And so when you look out here, like to my right, it's steel mills, and they're still operational. You know, it's called Burns Harbor, which I'm familiar with just from what I do every day. So pretty neat. So I got Jennifer on the phone. You want to say hey, Jennifer?
Hey, you having fun?
I am having fun. It's cold and windy, and now it's starting to snow. But
Yeah. So not really a winter destination, you think?
it's not a winter destination at all.
With the whole Indiana sand dunes, I would think more warmer weather destination.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe it's pretty with snow.
No, it's, well, with snow maybe, but there's no snow, and I was really hoping that there would be, but there's not. It's just,
Yeah, because you wanted to snowshoe.
I was gonna
didn't you?
snowshoe, and
I would have loved to see a picture of that.
that is not meant to be today.
Because the South, we're like, what's that? Looks like some tennis rackets on your feet.
Yeah, I think I think they're fancier than that, but for the most part, that's what it is.
Okay. Well, I'm sure it's pretty anyway. I hope you're enjoying your Saturday.
Yeah, I am. So I'm gonna go down to West Beach, which is like on further down the lake, and it's kind of, I think, one of the bigger beaches for Indiana Dunes. So I'm gonna go check that out, see what I can get into, and maybe grab some lunch somewhere while I'm close to there. So I'll call you later.
Good. Okay.
All right, bye.
So we're here at the West Beach Trail. I had to put on another layer here because it's chilly, and I think by the time I get down here close to the water, it's going to be even worse. So we'll see what we see. It says swim at your own risk. I don't think that's going to be an issue for me.
I have to tell you, It's really neat. I haven't been on this side of Lake Michigan ever. I've been on the Chicago side before, but never on this side. It's really cold. You can tell, super cold, but really neat too. So glad I got a chance to come here. So in the summer, man, this place has got to be just hot because there's a lot of parking up there, a lot of really great activities, folks. So really glad I got to come, even though it's really cold. Another layer, some gloves, tried to come prepared, but you know, just got to do these things when you get a chance. So glad I got to.
Well, I was gonna try to go check out the campground, but I think it's closed for the winter, so not able to. We started right here at the visitor center, and then we went to the state park and did our hike there, and then we drove down to West Beach, and now we're back. We've backtracked because I got to go back to Detroit, and we're at Mount Baldy Beach, which is supposed to be the park's highest dune. They call it, you know, the most dynamic dune, and it's at 126 feet. So should be a trail here, and we'll see what we see.
Yeah, so it's a pretty short little trek down there. 0.36 miles, so shouldn't be too bad. This is definitely a different vantage point of looking out at the lake. This is Mount Baldy. It's supposed to be highest point here on the dunes, so it's really neat. A lot of beach access. You're really close to that factory there, but you know, other than that, it's really neat and really cold. Thing that I noticed too, I don't know if you can tell on the camera, but that is the Chicago skyline behind me. Pretty cool. I think the weather's kind of cleared up like this so that you can see. I was hoping I would see that, but I didn't know if I would get to or not, so I'm glad I did.